The red and blue lights painted our white porch like a broken rainbow, and if you told me a year ago this would be our new normal, I would have laughed you off the block. Yeah, that happened. 3 police cars idling at the curb, neighbors peeking from behind hedges, all with their phones up, hungry for drama. The HOA president, Brenda Lawson, arms crossed like she owned not just the street but every inch of breath we took, pointed straight at my wife. "That's her," she said, smug as a cat that caught the last canary. "She's aggressive. She refuses our rules. Do your job." Sarah just stood there, hands open, calm in her old gray hoodie and sneakers, hair pulled tight. She looked like every other mom on a school night, except I knew why her eyes were steady, why her breath never caught, even with all that chaos spinning around us. I knew something the HOA didn't, and in that electric moment, I could see where it might lead, maybe somewhere none of us wanted. The youngest officer stepped up, voice shaking just a little. "Ma'am, we got a call about threats and disorderly conduct at the HOA meeting. I need to see some ID." His partner clicked on a body cam. You could hear it beep, a sound that slices straight through any illusion of privacy. Brenda smiled, the kind of smile that says she's finally getting everything she wants. Daisy, our rescue mutt, pressed into my knee. Sarah's voice was soft as rain. "Officer, I'll show you who I am, but first, I'd like your sergeant present." "Ma'am, ID now," the kid insisted, hand twitching near his belt. Sarah didn't flinch, didn't back down, just reached slowly for her back pocket. "You'll want to call it in," she told him. Brenda laughed. She thought Sarah was bluffing. The officers shifted, my heart about to leap out my chest. I knew what she kept in that wallet, what was about to come out, and how fast things can turn ugly, even when you're right. Before I could get a word out, Sarah flipped open her badge, holding it just so, catching every flashlight and phone lens in the yard. The world stopped breathing. But let me back up a sec. 3 months ago, we moved inboxes on the porch, sun on our faces, thinking we'd landed in suburbia paradise. Maple trees and kids on scooters, and the HOA's shiny sign promising peace, order, and pride. I work from home, code all day. Sarah's job takes her everywhere, mornings, nights, holidays, no schedule fits. She never told anyone right away what she did. Not because it was a secret, but because she liked being just Sarah, neighbor, flower waterer, popsicle lady on hot afternoons. Our neighbor Mr. Jenkins showed up first day with Brownie's retired bus driver, silver hair, smile that could light up a room. "You'll love it here," he said. "Just keep your grass short and don't rattle Brenda's cage." We all laughed. Then the letters started. First one, mailbox not standard type. Replace in 10 days or pay fines. Ours looked just like the photo, except the flag was on the other side. I groaned, but Sarah shrugged. "Let's just swap it. No sense starting a fight." That night we ate those brownies and talked pizza joints. Then came the second letter, unapproved decoration, a little free library Sarah and our daughter Ava had built together, painted red and filled with books. "Take a book, leave a book," the sign said. Sarah emailed for an application, sent photos, offered to make it match the style. Nothing for days. Then another letter. Grass exceeds 2.5 inches. Mow or face fines. Sarah actually measured it, ruler in hand, laughing even as she cursed under her breath. First HOA meeting, cookies, coffee, folding chairs, neighbor's first sign on the wall. Brenda ran things like a kindergarten teacher mixed with a drill sergeant. She started with holiday decorations, then complaints. "Unapproved library box at 19 Maple," she said. Eyes everywhere but on us. Noise complaints, loud vehicle leaving at odd hours. That was Sarah's car, gray SUV. Not a police cruiser, just a family car. Section 8.3 prohibits law enforcement vehicles. Brenda insisted, even though there were no markings. "It's just our car," Sarah said, voice easy. She didn't answer when someone asked what she did for work. She wanted peace, not spotlights. After the meeting, Brenda smiled bright as ever. "Welcome again. Rules are rules. Without rules, we have chaos." I said, "My wife's a big fan of order, but not the kind that bruises." We took home a stack of forms. That night, Sarah bandaged up a neighbor kid's skinned knee on the curb. His mom whispered thanks. Some people only point out problems. You find answers. That's who Sarah Ismail kindness. Steady hands, quiet strength. But the letters kept coming. Fines for the library, for string lights we hung when Ava got her first A, for a garden with sunflowers by the mailbox. Brenda's emails were always sunny and sharp. We simply cannot allow one-off exceptions. Imagine if everyone tried to be a little kind, Sarah muttered, planting another sunflower anyway, just in a pot this time. Then Mr. Jenkins got his own letter. His wheelchair ramp wasn't approved. He stood on our porch, shaking. I can't do stairs. I can barely do breakfast without that ramp. Sarah promised to fight for him. At the next meeting, she stood up, voice firm. A ramp is not a decoration. It's dignity. I ask you to see a man, not just a number. Some nodded, some sighed. Brenda smiled that alarm bell smile. Fairness matters. Feelings don't decide rules. But Sarah pushed back. Feelings make us human. Sometimes rules are wrong. A few folks clapped. Brenda shot daggers their way and the clapping died. That night we ate ice cream for dinner. The next morning registered mail, fine, threat of a lien. Brenda's signature at the bottom. I muttered, let them try. Sarah squeezed my arm. Slow. We keep our light. We don't let anger write our story. So we mowed, we moved the car, we filled the library with more books. Kids left notes. Thanks for the dragon book. Small victories. On the 4th of July, flags everywhere. We grilled hot dogs. Sarah helped a little girl find her shoe in the grass. Brenda walked by, clipboard in hand, even on a holiday. You okay? I asked. I'm okay, but I don't trust her calm. That night, we got the email. Mandatory HOA meeting for all open violations. Failure to attend may lead to board action. Addressed to us and Mr. Jenkins. He called, worried. I can't sit long, but I'll try. No, I'll go, Sarah told him. I'll read your note. That night, the meeting felt different. Air tighter, board members stiff. Brenda wasn't smiling. Sarah spoke for us, for Mr. Jenkins, about ramps and small kindness in big-hearted streets. Rules should protect people, not punish kindness, she said. Brenda slammed her hand down. Enough. You're out of order. I'm asking for fairness, Sarah said. Security, Brenda snapped. There was no security, just two teens handing out water. Phones came out. Someone yelled, call the police. Sarah stayed calm. But Brenda made the call, her voice low. We have a threat. We feel unsafe. We left before the vote, not afraid, just refusing to let the match touch the fuse. Halfway home, sirens. My anger burned. She lied, you're not a threat. Sarah just squeezed my hand. We stay calm. Truth is power, too. Squad cars rolled onto our street, lights flashing, neighbors out like moths to a porch light. Brenda, standing tall, pointed right at us. That's her. The young officer, voice tight. ID now, ma'am. Sarah reached for her Walt officer's hand near his cuffs. The crowd leaned in, phones up. Daisy whined. Ava's face pressed to the window. Mr. Jenkins watched from his porch. Sarah flipped her wallet open, badge shining under the porch light. Officer, I am hands where you can see them. The rookie barked. Hands behind your back. Sarah's voice was steady, not resisting. Call your sergeant. He cuffed her. Brenda gasped like she'd won a trophy. Daisy trembled. Ava wept behind glass. Mr. Jenkins stood tall, no cane, eyes wide. And that's when the twist hit. A plain sedan pulled up, no lights, no markings. Driver in a dark jacket, hands empty, voice crisp. Unit Bravo 2 to command. Situation at Maple. Civilian injury. Request EMS ETA. She flashed a badge, state issued. Not gold but silver, sharp and clear. Sarah's eyes narrowed. That's with my office. Officer, you need to release me now. Rookie stammered. I need to wait for my sergeant. The sedan driver, voice cold. Your sergeant will tell you the same thing, rookie. Do it before you add obstruction to the mess you've already made. Suddenly, a neighbor screamed, Mr. Jenkins had fallen trying to cross his steps, the letter about his ramp fluttering down beside him. Officers rushed to help. Medics arrived. Brenda yelled, "This is what happens when people don't follow rules." I spun on her. "A man is hurt and you're making speeches?" The sedan driver stepped forward, took charge. The rookie, torn, finally unlocked Sarah's cuffs. Crowd gasped. Brenda shrieked, "You'll regret this." Sarah just rubbed her wrists. "Thank you. You chose the right path." Then the sergeant arrived. Tall, pressed uniform, took one look at Sarah's badge and nodded. "Sheriff Thompson, apologies for the cuffs. Rookie mistake." Brenda exploded. "She's faking. It's all a setup." But the sergeant just told her, "Step back now." For the first time, Brenda lost her grip. Neighbors started slinking away, phones still up, but the hunger gone. Medics rolled Jenkins out, eyes fluttering. "Thank you," he mouthed at Sarah. That's when the convoy of black SUVs rolled in. No lights, no sirens, just heavy engines and blank windows. The man in the black suit stepped out. "Sheriff Thompson, we need to talk now." The crowd froze. Brenda stammered, "So this is what you've been hiding, some play acting with your friends in suits?" The man's gaze could freeze water. "Ma'am, you've caused enough disruption tonight. If you value your position, I suggest silence." Neighbors vanished into houses, curtains drawn. One of the suits leaned in, voice low. "She's alive. For now. Your wife has enemies who don't play by the rules. Now the HOA isn't your biggest problem." That's when the board member, bloodied, staggering, was dragged from an SUV, whispering, "Sheriff Thompson files," before collapsing on our lawn. "Don't touch him's evidence," the suit snapped. Ava's voice drifted from the stairs. "Daddy, what's happening?" I told her to stay away, my heart breaking, but I couldn't let her see this. The board member gasped. "She knows the files," and passed out. The suit leaned close. "If you want her back, you'll find those files." Panic clawed at my throat. I remembered Sarah tapping the old grandfather clock, her secret. I rushed inside, found the hidden panel, the black case. Heavy, locked. The officer who'd stayed with me, Harris, whistled. "If she hid it here, it's big." Then bang, bang, banging on the door. "Open up. We know you have the files." Before I could answer, the kitchen window shattered. Men in black stormed in, masks, rifles, voices cold as ice. Harris fired. Chaos exploded. Harris down, bleeding. The men found the empty clock, turned on me. "Where is it?" Ava whimpered behind me, Daisy growling. And then, Sarah's voice hard, clear. "Drop your weapons." She was back, gun drawn, silhouette framed in the flashing strobes. The men froze. "You were supposed to be dead?" she snapped. "That's my daughter up there. You've got 3 seconds to rethink your life." One man threw down his rifle and ran. The other, stubborn, aimed at me. Sarah Farida, warning shot. He dropped his weapon. Officers stormed in, cuffed him. Sarah ran to us, Ava in her arms, both of us shaking. "I thought I lost you," I whispered. "You almost did," she said. "But not tonight." We helped Harris. Medics rushed in, radios and sirens everywhere. Sarah pulled the black case from the closet, opened it, files, maps, names, evidence tying the HOA to something far bigger and darker than lawn ornaments. "They're a front," she told me. "Funneling money, hiding assets, laundering power." The files were why they'd never stop. Headlights flared outside another knock. A man in a long coat. "Sheriff Thompson, we need to talk. What you have here isn't just your fight, Anna Marie, it's ours." Sarah didn't move, didn't blink. And I realized, clutching the banister, Ava hiding upstairs, Daisy pacing, Harris bleeding on our floor, that this wasn't the end. It was the start of something that might tear our family and maybe this whole town apart. So tell me, where are you watching from tonight? Whose side are you on when order means silence? When kindness is called chaos? When the people sworn to protect you become your biggest threat? Let me know down below, what would you have done? And what do you think justice looks like now?